Hello and welcome to the Classroom Connection, the show that takes you inside Marion County Public Schools. I'm your host, Kevin Christian, and for the last dozen years or so, we have brought you this show in the same format. And you know what, folks? We've kind of gotten bored with it. I'm sure you have too, so you know what? We're going to change things up now. Instead of one 30-minute show each month, we're going to come to you with 8 to 12 minutes every week. That's right, 8 to 12 minutes of the latest happenings in Marion County Public Schools once a week. And what's it going to be called? It's going to be called K12 Connect.
Morning! How's it going out? Am I right? Okay. All right, happy birthday, big guy. You know the drill.
With nearly 38,000 students showing up for the first day of classes at 53 schools, there were bound to be a few things go wrong.
If you know the child's class, take them. If you don't know where your child's class is there, like if they're not in a roster, step through the door. There should be staff out there with rosters. And when I don't see your name, go check in the media center, okay? Do you know what the teacher's name is?
Here is what went right. 273 buses safely transported 24,000 students, a combined 33,000 miles. Now that's 5 trips from Miami to Seattle and back, and that's all in just one day. 35,000 meals were served. Often they're the best, and sometimes they're the only meals some students ate that day. So much today is computer-based, and education is no different. Over the summer, our technology team replaced 2,800 computers, working right up until the last day, so students would have the latest technology to work with.
How are you, buddy? Yay! Are you ready to start? You take all your phones and put them right over there.
3,200 teachers and administrators greeted students and helped them get settled to begin yet another year of school. Of those teachers, 400 are brand new to Marion County.
Speaking of new teachers, they got ready for the year by attending new teacher orientation 10 days earlier at Forest High. They spent the day learning some of the ins and outs of being a teacher in Marion County, from the seemingly foreign language of educationese.
You may hear a conversation that kind of sounds something like this. I have an IEP meeting for my kid. He used to be a 504, but now they just identified him from the ESE process. And you know, we had a PMP on him because he was in the RTI process with the MTSS, but he's not on PMP anymore. I got to write IEP goals. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's what you're going to hear. It sounds like a foreign language.
To advice from Golden Apple teachers on how to deal with different types of students.
It's a whole lot different for me than for an elementary school teacher and middle school teachers. I'm sorry.
Breakout sessions included classroom management, the teacher evaluation process, and the benefits of joining the teachers union, the MEA. Even though we hired over 400 new teachers this summer, we still started the school year needing to fill 50 permanent spots. Part of new teacher orientation included Public Education Foundation Executive Director Judy Zanetti, who invited them all to visit the foundation offices the next day for
the Teacher Resource Fair. More than 500 teachers poured through the doors of the Thelma Parker Center to meet with vendors, grab some refreshments, and shop for free supplies at Tools for Teaching.
The goal of the Teacher Resource Fair is really threefold. One is to just have a little celebration as the teachers are getting ready to come back to school. The second thing is that it's a great time to introduce some local businesses in our community to our teachers. There are lots of businesses that offer specialties or perks to our teachers, so it's a great opportunity for those vendors to come and meet with our teachers. And then probably the most important thing about the Teacher Resource Fair is to make sure that the teachers' classrooms are stocked and ready for the students to come.
If you ask the teachers, the socializing and snacks were nice, And being able to meet with the vendors was helpful.
Teachers are able to find out the different people who supply the schools with resources as well, meeting new people. And for those who are looking at retirement, actually I met someone there who was in charge of helping people, guiding them through the process. So I think it's a very useful thing.
But the shopping spree at Tools for Teaching was the real hit.
The resources that are here, the supplies are right on target. It's really a great place that teachers should come. Matter of fact, I've heard of some teachers who have not yet come here, which is strange.
Yes, it is strange, because it looked like every teacher in Marion County was either in the store or waiting to get in.
I don't think we ever envisioned this. There was a time when, we were happy if we had, 15 teachers come in a day. So to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds is truly amazing. They were lined up waiting for the doors to open, just like on Black Friday.
But instead of cheap TVs, it was free pencils, folders, poster board, just about any kind of supply a teacher could use.
I think you described it accurately when you said it's like Black Friday shopping. We all want to get something pretty good for ourselves to start out the school year.
We've had volunteers that have been trying to restock as we go through, so we do have enough in storage to continue to restock. For those that didn't want to wait in the craziness of the store, they were able to grab a bag that was already packed with supplies and just take it and go. So I think we gave away about 150 of those today too.
Those who braved the madhouse made out quite well.
I think that it was worth coming. I think there's a lot of stuff that I can use for my classroom, and I'm glad that they're providing it for free.
I remember in 1990, I was at New Teacher Orientation, coming in as a brand new kindergarten teacher at Wymena Park. And so I know that it can be tough and it can be a daunting situation. So I wanted them to come and know that we're here to support them and make sure they have what they need.
What teachers are able to get at Tools for Teaching is beyond imagination and description.
There's a lot more than what I envisioned it would be. They're even selling gardening seeds. I didn't expect that.
This is fantastic. I use the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. This is something that is beyond words, really.
We'll be right back with more K12 Connect right after these important messages. Don't turn red and yellow into blue. With school starting, Marion County Public Schools and the Ocala Police Department want to remind you to stop when you see a school bus with its flashing red lights on. Unless you have a physical barrier between you and the bus, you have to stop in both directions. Save yourself close to $300 and help keep our children safe. Don't turn red and yellow into blue.
Wow, this is actually kind of comfy. Marion County School Boards needs more bus drivers, and I would do it, but I'm too young to do it. But you can. There's good benefits, flexible hours. If summer's off, you're off. If school's out, you're out, so you can spend more time with your kids. If you're interested, contact this number.
Students and teachers weren't the only ones getting ready for the new year. Even the buildings themselves got in on the act. Osceola Middle's main building was tented for termites. The nearly century-old building is almost 1 million square feet.
These buildings are a little unique as far as when we do them and the volume that we do as far as the amount. This is at 900,000. I think 15 years ago we did one at 1.6 million. So this is up there. We did the one I just told you with 1.5 million. We used 166 tarps. We probably have 20 tarps on this, but we're using 50, 80s, 70, 100s, 50, 70s, 60, 80s. So all our tarps now are much bigger. That front tarp there is 70 foot by 100. So it's big.
It seems awfully coincidental the tent was orange and green, the exact same colors as the University of Miami, which just happens to be the alma mater of retiring Principal John McCollum.
If it was a prank, it wasn't his last. All summer, staff at Osceola have been finding his pictures stuck all over campus, inside closets, inside cabinets, you name it. At last count, 20 or 30 have been found. But he claims he's left close to 5 times that many behind. It seems the legacy of John McCollum may live on forever. Yes, even inside a cookie jar.
Funny you should mention legacy, because Superintendent George Thomas stopped by our newest school, Legacy Elementary, to talk to the students about how their school got its name.
I wanted to come out and see the new wall that is in front of your school. But you've got an unusual name here, and I need somebody to tell me what the word legacy means. Who's going to can you tell me what legacy actually means?
Legacy, it means that if somebody came from like the past and that we want to be like them, and that it means to like leave a legend.
There's a big wall out front of your school right now, and there is a man's name out there on that wall, and what we call a cameo photograph of him, or a cameo stone. For over 20 years, every day of the week, all day long, Mr. Duda volunteered in our schools. And Mr. Duda certainly is a legacy that we should all want to be like someday. Fantastic volunteer in our school system. And we have the beautiful wall here, and you should all be very proud of your brand new school, of course, and proud of the fact that as we get other individuals that we would like to recognize that make great contributions to our school system, we'll also be putting their cameos up here on these beautiful brick walls. We've had an absolutely fantastic first week of school here in the Marion County Public Schools. Over 41,000 students are attending our schools today. We have fantastic opportunities to work with your children, and we appreciate that. I'm here at Legacy Elementary School to give everybody a shout out for our great school system. What do you say, guys? Yeah!